Alright, you guys, so it is princess underscore mini 4 and welcome back to my channel. So this is not anything to do with Vlogmas, but I just find this is so funny, y'all. So if I remember on Vlogmas day 7, hold on, I got me some coffee. Let me get some coffee. I want to drink it before it gets cold. Ain't this so cute? Anyway, so y'all remember that guy I was talking about on Vlogmas day 7. So I pretty much told y'all the whole story, but one thing that I realized that I was sitting in front of him that day, and I guess he came in with a book bag. And somebody in the church, because like I said, I don't really be paying attention to what's going on behind me. Like when I'm at church, you know, when I go to church, I'm gonna go to church. You know, I'm not paying attention to people, whatever. So I guess I heard somebody say, "Oh, you can't have book bags in here. You know, you need to put that outside." Not outside, but they put it out in the foyer area. And that was that, you know. And then I was sitting there, and I came home that day and I live streamed, and I was like, man, you know, I never knew that. But then I was like, it makes sense because, you know, schools get shot up, and half the time, what do they have? Book bags. Churches get shot up. Half the time, what do they have? Book bags. Because the thing is, you know, a lot of the men, when I think about church, they don't come with book bags or bags. Like a lot of women, we come with purses, and I come with my little long bag. And then I was sitting there, and after I heard him say that, I was like, oh man, is my bag too big, you know? But they have never said nothing to me, so which obviously I don't got those intentions, and I don't think that guy had those intentions. And I had said that, not said it to him, but we brought it up, somehow we were talking about it, and he was like, oh, I know why that man didn't trust me. He didn't trust me because I was white. And right when he said that, I was like, oh Lord, you know. So he's a white man. And I just find it so funny to me because I don't know why that guy at church said that he didn't trust him. I don't know why he said that. You know, when he said that to me, I was just like, oh, okay. And the thing is, y'all know I'm shy, so I don't talk that much. So I wasn't going to be like, well, why? You know, but I highly doubt it had anything to do with it. So the church I go to is a Second Baptist church. And yes, the majority of the members are black now, or African American. And I think that's just how Second Baptist Church are. From what I understand, back in the day, you know, when there was a segregation, I think, you know, all the whites went to this church, so all the blacks went to this church. So I think Second Baptist still remains black, you know. And I'm not saying, my mouth is dry because I had coffee. Nobody's saying that white people can't go there. We have white members, you know, and we have this one guy, like, he's ordained, and he's like, you know, everybody loves him, and he's white, you know, like I said. Nobody at my church is racist. We don't dislike white people. Just because black people congregate in the same place don't mean that we don't like white people. It doesn't mean that we don't support white people. We have a good amount of white people in our church, you know. It's just that, yeah, it's majority of black, which there's a lot of churches that are majority of white, but nobody goes there saying, oh, I don't get trusted because I'm black. So when he said that, I was like, oh Lord, you know. So he's really like that. Like I said, he just reminds me a lot of my ex. And when he started talking, when we started texting and stuff, he just seemed so much like him. And the funny thing is, when I came home that day, he gave me his number, which was November 17th. I started live streaming, whatever, and then I was just like, I wonder if this is the devil sending me somebody else again. And I definitely believe that's what it was. So we never really made up any plans to meet up, you know, because I was like, first of all, like I said, he's 14 years older than me. I said 10 years older in that video. He's 37. He just turned 37. I'm 23. I'm not saying that we couldn't have been friends, but I definitely believe that he wanted to be more than friends, because he would sit there, he'll be like, good morning, pretty lady, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm thinking like, okay, when I have friends, because I had friends in school, like high school, that were boys. I didn't like, I guess, no, they were boys. We were in high school. I never said, hey, handsome. Like, you don't say that to your friend or someone that you want to be friends with. So, and he has a lot of baggage or whatever. And I'm not going to air him out. Because I'm not like that. But the funny thing is what I did, and this was my precaution, I did this on purpose. I sent him, I said, have you watched, because he said he's watching some of my videos. I said, okay, did you watch the breakup video? I know how I broke up with my ex. He said, no, send me the link. I'll watch it when I get back home. I said, okay. So I sent him the link, then, you know, whatever. Then a few hours later, he's like, all right, I'm back home. I'm about to settle in and watch the video. That is the last thing I've heard of him. I don't know what happened. He could have fell out and died. He could have just, lost his phone. Anything could have happened. But I just find it so ironically funny that I tell him to watch the video, which y'all know I broke up with my ex because he was a Trump supporter and because he could not see why it bothered me as a black woman in America, that he voted for him, that he supports him, that he loves him, he couldn't see that. But I just find it so funny is that I tell this guy to watch this video and it's just been crickets. Like, I just haven't heard anything. That was Saturday, and he was like, we were talking on Saturday, he was like, yeah, I'm going to show that guy that I'm real trustworthy in church on Sunday, which meant that he was going to go back to my church. I didn't see him at church, and I have not heard back from him yet. Like, most days he's the one that's texting me in the morning, good morning, beautiful, have a great day. I ain't heard nothing from him. I just find that so funny, but I'm not upset about it. I'm not worried, because I always just look at stuff like this just like a good thing from God, because obviously his intentions weren't good, and then if he does text me back, I'm just going to just let it trickle out. Be like, look, I'm good. I don't want to meet up with you. And I mean, would I have done it? I don't know. Obviously I would have had to ask my grandmother, and then she probably would have said no. So, and it's so funny. And the reason why I'm not as worried, because it's like, I guess that means that he's a Trump supporter, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, anything could have happened to him, but I just find that so funny, And then yesterday at church, my pastor, his wife, came up to me and brought me into the office, and she pretty much gave me connections with her daughter and one of the other members of the church, so we're all around the same age. So guess what, y'all? I was begging and begging for some Christian friends. I got sent this one, and I guess he's not feeling the fact that I'm against Trump supporters. So, okay, cool. So he obviously wasn't sent from God. I mean, I'm not going to say that he's not a godly man, because he talks about God all the time, and, he has a really good testimony and everything like that. But it doesn't mean that our paths were supposed to be aligned, But I just find it funny. And then that same day, I get sent these two other people that were all females. I ain't got to worry about nobody trying to date me. I ain't got to worry about that. I'm assuming their intentions are a lot better than his were, And now I have connections. We can hang out, and, I have people to hang out with, And it may not be all the time, but it's better than never, It's probably going to be after the holidays, because it's really hectic around the holidays. But I just really wanted to come on here and just tell y'all that I just find that so funny. I'm just saying, like, the devil is something else, y'all. He really will send you somebody, and if you really just have to, be careful, because you never know. I could have went somewhere with him. He could have tried to kill me. And I'm not trying to say he's like that, but it's just always funny. I mean, I believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything in your life happens for a reason, He was there at that church that day. He gave me his number. There was some reason. I was going to be taught a lesson, And that's what I'm going to start doing. When guys try to start talking to me, I'm going to send them my breakup video. So that's what I'm going to start doing, y'all. And I'm still not going to be against dating, or just having male friends. But it's just so funny to me. But maybe I got to start dating African American dudes. And I'm not going to say that they're not Trump supporters, because there are a few. But they understand for the most part what it's like to be black, and they don't play the victim. I can't believe he said that the guy didn't trust me because I'm white. I highly doubt that. Do I know for sure? Of course I don't. It's probably, I don't know. This thing is because there's people who sit in the back of the church and they just watch the church. They watch. They're looking for suspicious people. I don't know how he was acting because he was behind me. Or maybe it's the fact that you gave a random girl your number in church. Like anywhere else, you gave me your number in church. So I don't know why he didn't trust him. But I'm not worried about it. I'm not upset. I'm not going to lose no sleep. I'm actually going to delete his number and my ex's number today. And I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing, y'all. Putting God first and just enjoying the holidays, living life. But I just wanted to give y'all an update because I had talked about him in that video. And it's just so funny. It's so funny, y'all. But, I ain't got no hard feelings. I'm not mad at him. I actually, it's so funny to be ghosted by a Christian. I just thought that was funny. But, yeah. I guess his intentions were more than just being friends.